We've all been there before. You're 10 hours into a new Minecraft world, and your storage room is just a field of random chests full of random items that you've gathered throughout the opening hours of the game. It's messy, it's slow, and to be honest, it can suck all of the fun out of the early game if you're anything like me. Your storage room really is the heart of your base, and planning it out ahead of time can save you hours in the late game when you're adding redstone or expanding your base. Trust me, I've made that mistake before. It's not pretty. I usually agonize for hours over the perfect design until I get overwhelmed and then give up. But not today. We're not going to get overwhelmed today. Today, we're going to stop all of the clutter and we're going to build the perfect storage room. For the past few episodes of the Let's Play series, I've been working on hollowing out this huge room and entrance to my base. It may not look like much right now, but soon it's going to be the ultimate storage room, equipped with redstone, a sorting system, and a super smelter. Well, maybe not this episode. Future episode, though, we'll get all of those things. First, we need to plan it out, though. So it's time to build the last storage room I'll ever need. But first, I have a bit of a problem. See, this room is massive, and I don't know what I'm going to put into. I know there's going to be chests, I know there's got to be room for redstone, but other than that, the sky's the limit. And I'm trying to avoid that overwhelm, so let's sketch it out first. It's big, but unfortunately, not as big as I thought it was going to be. So this is what I have for a starter sort of section here. I'm thinking the main floor will be all storage, just chests all the way around, probably out to like here. So that's going to be one of the jobs today. The other one is going to be finishing the inside of this entrance and adding some wood accents. We'll probably also finish up these stables, make them look nice and pretty. Not sure why this grass isn't growing. Problem for another time. And if we have time, maybe I'll build the super smelter. So there's a lot to think about in this episode for me because I don't want to, start building this and then end up changing it all off camera. I'd like to build a little bit more on camera today so you can all get a feel for my building style, which is extremely chaotic and hopefully entertaining. That remains to be seen. I've been farming carrots and potatoes and wheat, obviously for the animals, but then also to trade with the nearby village where I got my mending book from, which I'm super stoked about. Got one thing with mending so far, and the trading is going very slow. There's obviously more efficient ways to do this and probably more efficient ways to even just like trade with them. I haven't really looked into it yet. So maybe something for a future sort of episode to think about. But yeah, I'd like to get some of this set up today because I have all this cobblestone that I've collected from the room clearing. I'd like to have a home for that. And then these are just like all full of stuff too. Cobble, wood, just random things. This will be stuff for the interior because I think I'm going to go with spruce pillars spaced every so often. They might be too wide. I'm not sure. Not really sure what I was doing here. This horse also needs a name. I don't have a name tag yet, but I wanted to put it out to everybody who's watching. Comment down below a name that you think would fit this little guy here, and maybe I'll select it. I'll choose a random one, and we'll name it once we get a name tag. I'll keep track of the names in some other sheet. I also have a dog too. That might have come up last episode. I can't remember, but it needs a name as well. So, yeah, if you have any name ideas for this little doggy, let me know in the comments and we'll pick one. Okay, let's start planning this out a little bit. I'm thinking I'm going to build everything one block in because this is just going to be filled. I don't want to mine anymore of these walls. I think it's just such a pain. So everything's going to be built in one. Now that could change, obviously, because I don't know how much room I'm going to need for the redstone on this sorter that I'm thinking of building. It has been a while since I've done just a basic redstone sorter. The last sorter that I used in a realm was with copper golems, which is great. Like, I think it was a fun challenge to try to build a golem sorter, but yeah, it's just so slow. And that realm had 2 different kinds of redstone sorters before that. It had like a locked hopper sorter and then like a dropper. I think it was maybe Shulker Craft's sorter. Can't remember whose sorter I copied for that one. They might have both been Shulker Crafts, honestly. His stuff is so good. Might have, maybe, does Il Mango have a sorter? I don't know the redstone lore, so. Okay, so let's see how this looks. Because my thinking is we have 2 staircases, right, on either side. And then we have a level above, kind of a walkway that wraps all the way around. Like this could be like an entire platform here. That would be, I think I had said farms and stuff on this side. This will need to be extended further for that to be the case. But the storage room, like this footprint here is going to be the storage room. And then this, like, hold on. Let me build a little bit of this and it'll make a bit more sense. There's also unlit caves around here that I need to go in and light up. You can hear spiders and bats and things spawning. Okay, I know it looks ugly with the cobblestone, but that's sort of what it'll look like there. And then if the chests are, you want to leave room for redstone, right? So, ooh, that's going to be kind of small. Like, let's say the staircase ends here. We could start doing chests. I think if I do it the way that I want, I probably want about 3 blocks behind each chest. Oops. So picture those are the chests, right? And they would just go all the way around to here. Oh, wait, no. 2, 3. Yeah, it's not the most effective way to lay these guys out. And then for, like, I typically like doing it this way so I can, that's like more than enough room. Yeah, that'll be enough. I like doing it this way because then if I need to add on storage, it's really just a matter of like putting another chest underneath this, and that will make it, in theory, infinitely expandable. In practice, like that doesn't always work, but there's just, you know, there's so many items that you just will have hundreds and hundreds of stacks of. And I've never liked the idea of having like a separate kind of deep storage type situation. I just know I'm not going to use it because I have to manually move this stuff to a new area. And yeah, I just know myself. I know it's not going to work. So might as well have it just as close as possible. Okay. Yeah, I like that. And then for this, if we do here, actually, let's make the stairs wider. Oh yeah, yes, is the play, I think. So then they're sort of evenly spaced with the chests. It helps me get the scale down. That's something I always struggle with in this game, is figuring out the right scale. For me, I think it really depends on the build. You know, you don't want to lock yourself into one type of building. And then we'll leave us, yeah, okay, so we'll leave a space there. Great, okay. Is it overhanged by 1? No. Do we want to make it overhang by 1? Yeah, okay. Let's see how the 5 wide staircase looks. I'm out of cobble. It's pretty wide. We could do sort of railings on either side. Yeah, okay, I like that. Sweet, let's get this kind of roughed out to the middle of the room, and that is overhanging by 1. All right, let's see how this kind of feels walking around on top. This seems very much wide enough. Oh, look, a zombie's come to join us. Yeah, I like that. I was thinking bedroom could be here, just so you like exit and you're looking right out into the entrance. Yeah, I like the feel of this. Okay. So this is what I've settled on for a design for these underground stables. I'm not 100% sold on it, to be honest. I'm not sure what to do with this wall, but I thought some sort of green texture to contrast with the grass here would be good. We will see how long it stays that way, though. I don't love it, but it at least works. And we can take some of these. This is getting to be quite the mess. These, maybe give it some depth. Yeah, I like that. It needs some sort of way to differentiate it a bit, though, from the wall. Maybe a different ceiling. I don't know yet, but it's functional, so let's go put the horse in there. Oh, yeah, there's a few other decorating things I want to do. This looks pretty good, though. Yeah, feels nice and epic. And can I even fit Did not even think of that. So that answers that question. It actually just needs to go in the middle. It's a bit cramped now that we actually have a horse in here for scale. Here, let's, oh no, go that. There. Yeah, that's actually enough. That's enough for me. I think we could probably do some sort of, yeah, a few other decorations, but I'll mess around off camera for that. So this is it. This is the entrance, kind of decorated up. I will probably go through and add maybe some coarse dirt through here to break it up, but I wanted to let this grass finish growing. Let's make that a little nicer. And then that'll be it. I need some other sort of lighting in here. I like to make lamps that are made out of like glowstone and leaves. I think those always look really cool. And underground builds brings a little bit of extra green colors in there. Yeah, but there needs to be some sort of lighting on here other than just torches, because I don't like having torches in the base. Yeah, don't know about that yet. And we'll build another stable here. We'll build something here. And then this wall, I'm really not sure. Like maybe an equipment room might be nice, like across from this. Just make like another entrance here. Like if we did, doesn't need to be as big though. Like right in here and then build out that way. I'm realizing I don't need to do any of this now. So let's put that back and let's actually just fix this up until we need another stable. Okay, I'll go back and probably do a bit of retexturing on this stuff when I have some more time or I'm just like bored with everything else. I'm sure there's other blocks I could use to texture this ground, but for now, we're gonna leave it as is. So I think the next order of business here is picking out a floor for this area. Oh, my inventory's full. I don't really have any go-to thing in mind for this. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Any designs you think I should check out. I'm probably just going to try something this episode and we'll see how it looks. I'll probably do a little bit of research as well. There's just too many options. Like I could do, I'm using a lot of spruce here. I'd like something different than grass and spruce. So let me have a think on that. We're going to go actually do some other stuff while I think of that. We'll go do some trading. The village, that's not too far from here. And yeah, then we'll come back. God, I have so much copper. Oh, copper floor might be cool. It's very industrial. Not really into that type of building. But yeah, I'm not going to say no to anything at this point. I didn't plant as many potatoes as I have had in previous hauls. All right, let's ride out. I've never looked into how long it takes for them to refresh their trades. So, yeah, I should probably. Why is he like that? What's he doing? I don't have any more carrots. It's unfortunate. Oh, they need whole watermelons. Interesting. Suspicious stew. Master farmer. Okay, so we need more carrots. No, these guys are not as leveled up. This guy takes potatoes. Nobody else takes wheat? I thought this guy did. No, literally just the one farmer, and his trades are still on cooldown. That is unfortunate. We have way too much wheat for that. Maybe I'll have to, yeah, I'm going to have to figure out some sort of solution for that. Maybe another village on a bit of a trade route would be helpful. Let's go check in with the librarian. Right, he's in here. Yes, I've sealed him in here for his own safety. Wait, can I? That's where he's usually standing. Yes, it is. Perfect. Oh, I didn't bring a book. That's on me. Okay, well, maybe not today then. Should have just left the books in this chest here. Oh, well. We'll leave the emeralds here for next time. Or, oh, wait, maybe the books are in... they're in a bundle. Always check the bundle. What was I doing with all this stuff? Putting it right back in. I really need to put the 5 cobblestone in there. I really like this village. Not sure what I named it as a placeholder. No, come back. Come back. There we go. Okay. Mending acquired. Put these emeralds back in the chest and we'll head back. This might actually be the faster route if I were to build a pathway. Oh yeah. Okay, this is the spot where I was thinking. Yes. Okay. Put that safely away. Got this potatoes. I think I have some. Oh, I don't. Are they in the food? Yeah. This is what happens when I don't have a storage system. Oh, there were 2 emeralds in there. I was even just in there and I didn't notice it. That's how much I pay attention. Redstone. I guess I'll just go in here. Those are in there. No bones at all. I am just at this point throwing everything in chests and hoping for the best. I will put those books there. Oh, I was supposed to leave those at the village. God. You can see this is me playing Minecraft. I'm all over the place. Now for a question of the floor. I decided to default to my tried and true floor design of planks and logs in a checkerboard pattern, and just keeps everything very simple. Since it was going to be pretty dark in there already, I thought it would be best to use jungle logs and planks to brighten up the design, but not too much. Like if I use birch, I feel like that would just clash with everything else. So I set off to the spawn jungle to do some resource gathering when disaster struck. So, quick update. I have lost my horse somewhere in the jungle around where I was cutting down trees, and I looked for like 30 minutes and I couldn't find him. I don't know if there's some way to find him or if he'll like teleport to me like other pets. Yeah, I'm not too happy with myself. I really thought I could find him. So now we're running back to base. Oh, that's just upsetting. That nice copper horse armor too. I mean, we can always get another one, but you know, I'd grown kind of attached to him, even if he didn't have a name. I'm sure we'll be back over there looking for more jungle wood at some point. So I'm thinking we'll find him again. I really hope we do. Now every time I come through here and look at that stable, I'm going to be reminded of him. Anyway, let's start working on the floor here. I've got a couple of ideas in mind. I'm thinking we're going to do an alternating pattern. Is this an even amount or odd amount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cool, that works. So we're going to do an alternating pattern of jungle planks and jungle logs. So let's get this started here, and I think this will be the origin kind of point. Everything will be patterned out from here. Let's give this a try. Okay, I like that. So this is the finished flooring. I've already started to put some of the chests in here. Could probably take out this because nobody's gonna see that. I could fit one more chest, but it seemed like a bit much. And I need space here. Like even here, this is gonna be way too thin. So I'm gonna have to hollow out this wall a bit, but I need the space for any sort of redstone and sorting stuff that I want to do. So that's how it's gonna be for now. I need way more wood if I'm going to make more of these chests. But the good news is we can actually start moving some of this stuff over. And I think the first that's going to... Oh, there's some here. Well, actually, maybe I'll just go finish the chests then. Oh, no way. It's too short? That's just embarrassing. That's 3. Can't hurt to have an extra one. There we go. This should be enough storage for at least a little bit. Wow, that is so, like... Okay, that is a lot smaller of a space than I thought. In my head, it was maybe a bit bigger, like this internal area. I don't know. Either way, I still think there needs to be like a three wide gap behind here. So we're going to leave it for now. Going to need to blend this a little bit more. Maybe have this come out a little bit more. Although there is going to be a wall here, so it probably won't look too weird. I didn't strip that plank there, or that log there. I'm gonna have to go back and do that. Well, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out so far. The floor looks sweet. So many other considerations though. Lighting, all that kind of stuff. So the next thing that I wanted to work on was stairs and the second floor. Little did I know this was going to take way longer than I wanted to. Mostly because the initial way that I had it laid out was not going to work with the door design that I had. The stairs would just awkwardly jut into the doorway, and it looked bad. As you're looking down the long hallway and you just see these 2 little bits of stairs like coming out on either side of the door, didn't look good. So I went back to the drawing board, and then I had the thought, well, what if I just put it in the middle, right? Then it's easy, it looks good, looks grand. Well, I was wrong. In my head, I had this image of a sweeping staircase that was split on the left and right, and it would come together in the middle, and it would just look epic and beautiful, and it'd be the first thing that you saw as you walked into the base. In reality, though, I spent 2 hours coming up with this. It's, not bad, but, well, it's not great either. But you know what? I had to spend way too long on this, so we just need to finish the rest of this, slap some upper floors down, ring it with stone bricks. I'm going to extend the tunnel entrance a bit, get some copper blocks into the walls for decorations, and add a back access for when we want to add redstone, and then we're done. So I have some good news. We've got another horse here. Did some more searching around for horse number 1. I could not find him, unfortunately, but we move on. We'll find some more. Maybe we'll find the old horse again. I don't know. But that's not the real reason why we're here. We're here for the full reveal. So let's go check it out. All right. So here it is in its glory. There's some things that I'm going to do off camera, a little bit of decorating that I'll do, some light accents. I want to get some glowstone lighting in here, but we're going to have to wait until next episode to do that. When we go into the nether for the first time, you can see here is where the access is into the back for when we start putting redstone in or whatever we end up doing. I'm kind of inclined to put copper golems back here, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. This is behind the stairs. I left that open for some more machinery. If need be, we might have to take this down one to fit any sort of sorting mechanism, but that's for another day. I'm not in love with the walls back here. We can change that eventually. I mean, hold on. We can take a look. See, the thing is, you're going to see through this anyways because I've left an opening. And if we do just straight redstone, it's going to fill it in a little bit. It'll just be like kind of blocks and hoppers back there. We could probably close this up too. Maybe I'll do that later. But if we use golems, it's going to be all that space back there that we're going to see. So I might change it to something darker so it doesn't stand out as much. I could maybe light it a bit differently so it's not so bright back there. Lots of things that I could do. But this is it for right now. I'm going to start moving all my items into here. And then next episode, you'll see maybe some lighting that I have done. Maybe a couple of more decorations here. So much that I can do with it. I'm excited. But with all that being said, I just want to say thank you for watching all the way to the end. Appreciate all the comments that you've been leaving. Don't forget, if you have a name for a village or an animal, tamed animal that we've got, put it in the comments below and I'll pick one and we can start naming them. I do have one name tag so far, so I think the first order of business is naming the new horse. And I think that kind of covers everything. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, maybe subscribe if you want to see more of this content and hit the bell. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.